Well, he came late, didn't he?
Yeah, he's got some damage to his floor, obviously.
Come from a lot of testing allocations. We want.
Him coming out of the corner there. The Ferrari with lots of understeer.
Where you do want to stop the session if you
just kind of like going straight. So obviously there's a problem with recovery there.
Goed, die auto loopt naar buiten, oké. Wow, wat een moment. En wat een mazzel dat... Oh, stom. Ja, doei.
There you are. There you go. Ooh, the flat space to run wide. Super wide.
They're trying to motivate Renault to...
Okay, so it's quite late actually on the upshift, I think, to fourth. 140, so he actually slowed it down initially okay.
Just as he put the rears on, the car...
And then it's a little moment.
Right, then he tries to compensate for that, and in doing so, it snaps.
Yeah,
that
the problem is that straight's so long that if you
can see that spin by Carlos.
Dr. Helmet Marco. We spoke too soon, didn't we? He got in a little bit hot. We tried the dummy on him. And what's Fernando doing? Normally,
c'est un beau tête à queue, mais sans blocage.
Ah oui, le moteur. En fait, il a dit qu'il a eu un problème, il n'a pas pu ralentir.
Oh, that is a... Yeah. Probably when he did his track walk, he didn't
cover. Oof. Tries to flick out a bit. I reckon he just touched the AstroTurf with the left rear.
When it looks only the rear wing.
Had a massive tank slapper, overcorrected it a couple of times and then ended up...
Here we go. Ooh. Well out of shape under braking.
In. Yeah.
No, he was down the inside. Was there a gap there?
Legitimate move.
But then did for a reason I don't know yet, and it was a collision with that. See the big lock up from Passamal. Too comfortable for a while, and Verstappen goes straight in. They had to keep Rosberg out to cover Vettel. Why did
they knew? I think they thought he could get ahead.
Oui, il faut toujours battre son coéquipier, mais on sait qu'à la clé, il y a une possibilité.
Et là, à ce moment-là, les pneus sont gelés et ça ne freine plus.
Il a tapé de face le mur et ça, c'est assez douloureux pour un pilote.
Now, the problem last year was a massive... There, Hulkenberg takes the curve.
I think Hulkenberg was busy trying...
Grosjean cuts in front of him and then he's looking the other way.
Come on, turn 6 just on the power.
I like the fact they keep the crash helmets the same. I can actually memorise.
And the rear axle locks up and round she goes. Dropped it on the way in and then realised he's going to the...
Oh, did Alonso actually trigger that?
I think either he had a tap from Alonso.
Stowe on his way to Vale. Oh, just gone on the curb.
He makes a change on the... might have been brake bias, but he touched...
Oh, magnifique.
New skid blocks underneath.
And closes up. And I think the Sauber and Grosjean came to...
4. Because you don't need to give...
Links to the McLarens, you'll see it here. There you go.
Lotus has a big...
Going through farm.
Yeah, on the restart, cold tyres, cool spin to what I had.
That is... Has it hit... There's a little gully there, isn't there?
I think it's just the way...
The presence of mind that Sergio Perez had here, to take it...
What we think.
Oh, it's just 4 off. Yeah, but come on, that's
you would expect that
to happen.
Wow, just lost the rear end.
A little bit lighter, some might be a bit heavier, some might...
Yeah, the rear just...
Oh, come on, that's 100. That curve.
Maldonado pushes him a bit wide, and... The other. Could Maldonado...
That's sitting in that. You feel... I've had it happen. You feel... Yeah. Obviously getting towards their higher speed.
Out, and the safety car will leave the field.
It's a power issue, and just under...
Well, a hefty Verstappen's front wing right there. Is he clumsy?
Because the door was wide open. and he hasn't run into him. And
in a modern F1 car. No, that was just on the throttle, yeah.
oh, that's
The right rear actually looks a little bit
miles an hour.
Wow.
Oh dear.
past the outside of Manor, and oh yeah, so as soon as he's touched the brakes, the rear's just
straw for track limits. Ooh.
When things go wrong whilst you're travelling, I know it sounds strange, but did it?
What happened to Max Verstappen?
Eh oui, en tête à queue, il est venu poser sa voiture. Quel âge aurait-il failli sur sa voiture?
Using the tyre, but for such
Turn 19, that's where he banged it.
yeah, lit the rear tyres up
Well,
for the race.
oh, that's a contact! Hulkenberg and coming comes over to the right, but that's to make that left-hand turn. Nico Hulkenberg retired as Martin.
Caught out, hit the throttle. Nardo in the way, I think. Indeed. It's on the way in. Complete driver way in and a tank slapper into the barriers.
What happened there, mate?
Oh, and he hit the bollard, Martin.
Yeah, he did close to his teammate
Yeah,
there.
very nearly coming, getting in Lewis Hamilton's way and then spinning at turn 8 of the season.
On fuel consumption. So
apex. No, oh, he's just lost at the apex. It's very.
Here we go, see replay now. So
well,
it's
here
gone
we
to the
go.
ins- as
So
we
this is the first time we've seen this. So they obviously you can see what happens.
And he's got ahead of his teammate on the curve. Verstappen had to take evasive action.
For Verstappen and Ericsson, there it goes.
You see it glowing red.
And this, it's stuff like that's the knowledge they don't get as to how to blank off the brakes.
In contention now. Raikkonen goes down the inside. He touches mouth. Last here.
It was a long way back. That's Raikkonen's fault. He'd just been told on the race line. That's 100%.
Debris, on the outside of the corner, and
With Sebastian's experience, and we all know he can win.
Which is tricky.
Exactly the same thing yesterday. So
High line, but you
Yes.
shouldn't be on that line in the wet.
yes, collecting each other. Out it goes. A little help off the track, and they did
Did they
touch.
touch,
They
yeah?
did touch the road. It's just very nearly.
So that now makes it
Yeah. No man's land, really, didn't it?
almost like a spike. Look at you.
Still oh, Kimi, big spin. Yeah, just go over a little the curb on the corners.
But certainly if you're watching live, as we're looking at a spin there.
King. Oh yes, he got a big oversteer through the.
There you go. Just put the power down. Lost the rear.
Oh, that is Romain Grosjean taking a lot of curb there and taking.
no, it was Palmer feed in, and yeah, the curb looked like it just. Oh, actually a bigger moment than I thought.
It back in fourth place, and it was all about Fernando.
Alonso into Maldonado.
Oh, look at that then. So
Verstappen goes straight on.
Vettel's got clear in. Oh, around with that.
Right. He can't see Button. Oh.
stuck on the grid, but look at Mike and his brother. Michael Schumacher in the second. Oh, crash, huge crash. Alexander Verge is upside down, rolled several times. Panis is in there. Johnny Herbert is in there. It is one of the most. Herbert may be a spectator. Michael Schumacher, great start. Watch the right side of your screen. There's Verge down the inside. Oh, he takes to the grass. He charges over the top of a Lacey. Jarno truly got sucked in.
Boy, oh boy, the way that car rolled up.
Oh. David, watch the left side of Jean Lacey's car in the braking zone. He got a great start.
Irvine's over to his right and down the inside now, going over the grass.
Alexander Wurz. He sucks in Jarno Trulli on the right-hand side, buries him in the gravel trap, and Häkkinen's in trouble. There's another crash.
That's Damon, isn't it? Oh, wow.
Ralf Schumacher gets it all sideways again.
Oh,
we're upside down, we're all over the place. Jarno Trulli and John Alesi. Look like somebody at the rodeo here. Can you believe we do it twice in a row? This may bring out another red flag.
I can't believe it. It will bring out a red flag for sure.
Im Hintergrund, hinter Frenzen, das ist David Coulthard. Oh, Abflug von Häkkinen! Heckflügel ist weg. Ah, böse!
Der Einschlag war nicht so schlimm, aber es war heftig. Das bei Michael Schumacher.
Oh, jetzt nimmt er schon die Hände weg. Da weiß er, er kann nichts mehr retten.
Er wartet auf den Aufprall.
Wieder die Ampel oben. Achten Sie, ob sie ausgehen. Dann ist der Grand Prix gestartet. Los geht's!
Guter Start von Coulthard, Frenzen und Häkkinen. Alle kommen gut weg, aber Frenzen scheint es zu schaffen.
Ja, und Häkkinen ist vorbei an Coulthard. Alle kommen tatsächlich mehr oder weniger. Nein, denkst du? Unfall! Diniz oder Alesi? Das wird einen Abbruch geben. Oh, der Diniz ist wahnsinnig.
Das ist Alesi, der über den Dreck geht. Das gelbe Auto ist im Prinzip schuld. Ja. Das heißt, es ist Hill und der Wurz versucht auszuweichen und trifft den Diniz. Also man kann keinen Schuldigen finden. Es ist eine Verkettung unglücklicher Umstände. Der Hill hat ein Problem, wird langsam. Ja, er macht den Daumen hoch. Hier. Also Entwarnung, aber Verletzungen sind trotzdem möglich. Aber das Schlimmste, sagen wir mal.
It was an all-McLaren front row for the very wet start. Mika Häkkinen was cleanly away, but David Coulthard lagged back, opening a gap down the inside for Michael Schumacher. A new race began over an hour later, and this time it was Häkkinen who was slow away and thus swamped by the Ferraris. While Damon Hill seized the lead, Mika ran Michael wide on exit from La Source, only to be spun backwards into the path of Johnny Herbert Sauber. The conditions remain atrocious in the race. Giancarlo Fisichella in the Benetton rammed Shinji Nakane's Minardi in an incident reminiscent of the Schumacher-Coulthard shunt. All this was enough for Eddie Jordan to...
Weil ja für mehr Runden noch Sprit an Bord hat.
Ralf Schumacher hat Frenzen überholt. Abflug! Ah, Heidfeld und Sato, schwerer Unfall.
Oh Gott, rückwärts eingeschlagen.
Seitlich ins Auto von Sato. Das gibt mindestens...
En 2003 au Brésil, il perd le contrôle de sa Jaguar et tape violemment le mur de protection avant de traverser toute la piste et de s'immobiliser le long.
He dropped it on the exit of bridge. He was well through the corner, and then rolls over the rollover bar, digs into the gravel trap. He was walking away after this incident. We know he's okay. This is a replay. Jarno Trulli then with a sizable accident on the exit of the terrifying.
Un choc terrible. Felipe Massa percute le mur de pneus. 200 mètres plus tôt, le Brésilien prend un débris en pleine tête. La Ferrari roule à 250 km/h. Après le choc, sur la gauche de l'écran, la télémesure indique que Massa appuie simultanément sur l'accélérateur et le frein. Le signe d'une éventuelle...
getting a tow from Berger, but...
Ah!
Oh dear, oh dear.
Oh, you... Well, let us hope and pray that Riccardo Patrese all right as he clouted Gerhard Berger's car. Like this. Here's a replay now. Watch Patrese as he comes through, and he just... I think he just must have mistimed it slightly.
Studying the replay, it's amazing that from such a collision, Catley could emerge relatively unscathed. Indeed, it's a testament to the improved safety standards in Formula One that he was not seriously injured. The car was a write-off. It was lifted off the track in segments. The whole of the back end totally ripped away from the rest of the chassis. Even the aftermath of the accident was a fright.
By Eddie Irvine and Eric Bernard. That's Martin Brundle in the McLaren out in front.
There is only one place he's going to end up, and that is in the tyre wall. Rear first, front follows, bang! Oh, and that is very bold.
Oh, out goes Schumacher. Damon is coming in. Now that's bad from Schumacher. Schumacher should have known his car was damaged.
Qui arrive et oh là là, eh bien oui, il est télescopé en revenant. Aussi du côté propre de la piste en essence 5e, Alonso 3e aussi. On revoit là, oh là 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 là, quel choc, mais ça vraiment on a...
As if to illustrate just how dangerous and unpredictable the bank corner is, the world champion Ayrton Senna got it wrong turning in. He hit a bump at 180 miles per hour plus, got sideways, spun and flipped the McLaren against the tyre wall.
And taking cross and saves Berger, and that's it. Berger hits cross.
Dutzen schon gezeigt hat, er will überholen übers Nasse, kann natürlich nicht bremsen, da gibt es noch Bodenwellen. Er verliert das Auto und rutscht ins Aus und schauen Sie, das ist Zeitlupe, wie schnell das Auto hier verschwindet. Die Kamera kann nicht mal folgen.
Und dann plötzlich hier.
Dahinter. Abflug!
Derek Warwick schlägt an der Leitplanke ein und es brennt.
Heeft daar de staart te pakken en daar ja, het is gebeurd. Het is Philippe Alliot. Jongens, jongens, jongens.
Someone would run into trouble. Oh, and that's one of the McLarens. That is Kimi Raikkonen, I believe, is it? Who has had a bit of an incident. And yes, it is Raikkonen as well from Montoya. Let's take a look. Here it is. Down into that turn 10 zone. Braking downhill into the left-hander. And there isn't really much to hit at all, is it?
Well, the rear wing had gone, but I think the wheel had probably knocked that off already. So.
Replay now. You see him coming in. Oh, something terrible happened. It looks like he caught the grass on the right-hand side and slid all the way down the barrier. I've not seen that before. Maybe something broke on the car, possibly.
Im Hintergrund, hinter Frenzen, das ist David Coulthard. Oh, Abflug von Häkkinen! Heckflügel ist weg. Ah, böse! Über die Bühne geht.
Ja, hier verschaut's ein Reifen, Dreher.
300 hat er da drauf auf der Bremse.
Genau, das ist kurz vorm Bremspunkt gewesen. Also mit rund 300 zerreißt ihn den Reifen und
voller Dreher.
Zum Glück, das Drehen hat er, weil er ja für mehr Runden noch Sprit an Bord hat.
Ralf Schumacher hat Frenzen überholt. Abflug! Ah, Heidfeld und Sato, schwerer Unfall.
Alain Prost a déjà conversé avec l'un des médecins, le docteur Pontus, qui est venu donner des nouvelles à Alain Prost. Le manager de l'écurie, le propriétaire de sa propre écurie, bien entendu, dont les essais s'étaient particulièrement bien déroulés pour Heinz-Harald Frenzen, puis il avait posé des problèmes, Heinz-Harald Frenzen, puis maintenant c'est Luciano Bucchi, un week-end difficile pour Alain Prost et ses hommes.